I've absolutely adored the sociology department at UAA, no doubt. So I took a basic sociology class, but because it was Sociology 101, it was very trying to hit all the major points. So, but I still thought it was like something that I felt most students should take, because then you are getting a better understanding of the world. And then I took a demography class, which I absolutely loved. Because to me it was this great bridge of, I have an interest in social science just as something to talk about, something that, like you might chat about it with a friend at a cafe, but then having the data aspect as a math major, I really dived into, and I wasn't, not afraid of numbers, so it was kind of like coming home. And then I also took globalization with Dr. Kilich, and that was my favorite class of the entire semester, because I'd worked with local data, I really hadn't had any time to explore what's happening on a global level, and the interdependencies that we got to discuss in that class definitely related to things that are happening nationally and also internationally. Furthermore, there was also a data aspect in that class, so being able to work with that and once again creating the connection between the data and the figures and current social ongoing issues was super important to me, and I felt that I felt that I walked away with that class with so much more knowledge than when I walked in, and I could probably strike up a conversation with someone about globalization today versus wouldn't have been able to do that before walking into the class. Absolutely. One, I think professors that have an active research ongoing it makes them more passionate about their work when they're teaching to us, so we get to see their passion, and I think in turn that inspires us as students to find something similar, or that we recognize that one, this research is concurrent, but also two, that we want to find something just as much as they are passionate about it. But I would have never considered grad school without having any prior research experience, especially hands-on, and having the faculty that not only inspires you, but also is there to make sure that you have the right mindset. And I think having those discussions and making sure that I understand what went into a graduate school process, I would have never gotten that from just asking for a letter of rec from a professor. It definitely came with the mentorship that came along with the working with him for research. Being able to be hands-on with a project is one of the main factors that I actually decided to go to graduate school. I definitely wouldn't be able to talk about my research with confidence or even feel confident going into graduate school if I didn't have any research background. By having that hands-on experience, I was able to direct my path, I think, in a really positive direction where I wanted to go. As a student, working and my involvement with this kind of research has definitely increased my interdisciplinary knowledge. I feel more comfortable talking about things in the social science realm, especially as a math major. I feel like we're often boxed into, it's very formal, it's very technical, but I found that it's actually been a big benefit to me, so that I can kind of switch between modes and be able to communicate better with having the data analysis background, but being able to relate it to other people. We talk about diversity stats a lot, but do we really understand what it means? Do we understand the context? Do we understand if we're talking about it from a historical perspective or something that's more current? And I found that having those details and having that research experience enabled me to communicate better between different audiences, so whether that's academic or more in the public. I was able to publish with help from both Mara and Dr. Farrell, so that was really, really exciting. It's not an opportunity many undergrads get, so I was very fortunate, and I also think it's a great opportunity because I feel at UAA there's an increased chance of doing that because everyone has a lot of ongoing projects, you just might not be aware of them.